Hello everyone, it's a fairly slow day in the market, so putting out a midday video. Bitcoin is defending support right now. We're very close to a key break. If we get this break, we are going to lose the daily uptrend, and that's going to shift my weekly lower high. All these lines from the daily chart are in the way, but it was 7,400, and I will shift my key level then down to 68.23 if we do see a bear break on this daily time frame. So 64.52, 64.52, bulls clearly defending this level. Looking at it on the 5-minute, look at all that volume. That's the bulls saying, nope, we're not just going to roll over here. And it's still keeping the bears in control with the downtrend on the 5-minute time frame. We had oversold climax alerts going off on the alert system on the 15-minute and the 30-minute time frame at the low of this dump. So let's see if the bulls can turn this around. 15-minute exponential resistances. This bounce isn't doing anything at this point except for defending support. In terms of seeing follow through, it's just not happening. So again, in this kind of scenario, bears remain confident. We're not convincing any bears to cover because we're not breaking resistance. All we're doing is defending support, and the bears are likely saying, all right, well, we'll just wait a little bit and then make another attempt at that support level. So it's all about 64.52. If that breaks, there are other support levels nearby, but the next clear daily level is 63.20. So 64.52, then I would look at 64.30, 64.25, 6400, and then 63.20. So there are levels around in both directions because we're trading sideways and tight. Whenever we do get the break, there are a bunch of levels, either bullish or bearish, that we need to watch once that break does occur. 4-hour RSI is not close to oversold. Hourly RSI is. So if we do fall down and break that level sometime in the next couple hours, we will be oversold on the Bitcoin hourly time frame. So it does favor the bears where we currently stand, but still holding on at this point for the bulls. Daily inside bar for Ripple still. We got our high, low, lower high, and I'm not convinced this is our higher low yet. Depends on how we break from this daily inside bar tomorrow. So just a tightening range right now, the 4-hour time frame. The last little low and then high of the bounce. Bulls trying to form a higher low compared to that level. Very clear lower high pattern on the 4-hour time frame that the bulls are going to have to break in order to see any kind of shift in momentum and continuation on the daily chart. But as of right now, we're likely going to see a break in the direction that we get for Bitcoin. And we have a lot more space to work with before we break the low of consolidation here. So it's pretty much just either an equilibrium getting more clearly formed, or a bull break is what we're looking for here on Ripple. And again, the break of Bitcoin is likely going to, yeah, I said Ripple. Bitcoin's likely going to give us the direction on how this inside bar is going to break. Ethereum, so we're looking at the lower high here on Ethereum as well. High, low, lower high, and we're going to look for a higher low from the bulls somewhere around 203, I should say somewhere above 203.24. And then we'll have a continued tightening range. So even though Bitcoin's on the verge of breaking its daily equilibrium, Ethereum and XRP are both still forming their daily equilibriums. So we're not going to get as clear a bear break on these names, even if Bitcoin does break 64.52. So just keep that in mind, that they are a little bit different in how they are set up and how they have been forming for the last week. LTC, comparing on the daily time frame, it's not an equilibrium because that bull pump, but you can see it's a pump. So that's the difference here with XRP, where we had the clear bull move. Let's just compare here. XRP on the daily time frame, the bull move lasted multiple days. We even saw green when consolidation began, and then the bulls showed up and saw follow through. Where you look at Litecoin, bull move lasts 1 day, bears and consolidation 5 days following it. There's no follow through here. And that's because the bulls moved on, in my opinion. They pumped the coin, they locked in their profits, and they moved elsewhere to pump another one. So at this point, we're looking for a higher low to form compared to 54.33. And I would anticipate to remain within this range for a while now. So we will be looking for a daily higher low compared to 54.27. Or actually 54.33 is the level. And then we'll look for a lower high. So the range that we set because of that big bull move is very wide, and we could stay within that for quite some time. So lots of days in a row of consolidation, very clear. Actually, we had a fake out bull break here that did not get follow through, but lower highs and lower lows ever since then. So looking at resistance, these 4-hour lower highs, and if we can't break the 4-hour lower highs, bulls are not going anywhere. BCH, daily time frame, healthy consolidation. Its pump was longer lived. It lasted 2 days. So that is a bit of a difference. It gives the bulls more to work with. High, low, now sideways trading. The inside bar did break bullish, but we didn't have follow through. So that's a bit of a red flag. So let's look at that bull break there that just faded back down. So as far as we stand here, break of 507 will be bearish, and we've got resistance at 550, a little bit of a double top at 550 and 551 here, and that's the range that we're likely going to trade within for a couple days. So 507 to 550, and we'll watch to see which breaks first. So the way that we currently stand, Litecoin and BCH are similar, but BCH is stronger. We have not pulled back as significantly. We did level out rather than just keep pulling back, giving back those gains. And just looking at the bull move on Litecoin, percentage-wise, so we saw a bull move, or let's see how much we gave back from the top is what I want to know. So we pulled back 10-11%, and BCH from the top pulled back. It's in line there, about 13%. But the bull move initially was stronger here on BCH, where the bull move up what the heck? Bull move up 37%, and the bull move up here was just about 20%. So we have pulled back more on BCH, but we also ran a lot more significantly as well. So that's a bit of a trade-off. So those two are fairly similar with differences between them. XRP doing its own thing, similar to ETH, but a bit stronger there as well. We have daily exponential supports. We're coming from a much stronger bull move. And Ethereum is still a weekly bear flag. Again, do not lose sight that Ethereum is a weekly bear flag. We are in a scenario where the bulls have to prove themselves, and they're not doing it. Unless we can form a higher low on this weekly chart compared to 167 and then get a bull break of 255, that will confirm it's not a bear flag, and that will give us some follow through. But until that happens, we absolutely need to be cautious because the bears have been in control at this point for 9 months, 10 months, and there's nothing on this weekly chart for ETH that gets bulls excited. And as far as Bitcoin goes, so the weekly time frame from here, let's say we do get this bear break of the daily equilibrium. We'll look for our weekly lower high to have been set, and we're going to pull back, and the bulls must hold 6106 to ideally stay within this tightening range. And then if we can pull back, hold 6106, and then bull break 6823, that would be very notable. That would be the start of a bull break. And of course, a bear break would be if we break 6106 and then 5900. So we are getting closer and closer. We've been looking now for months at end of September, early October for the break. Here we are in early October. It might be mid-October, late October at the latest, in my opinion, but we're getting really close, and we are looking for a break of these tightening daily ranges on Bitcoin first. Ethereum and XRP are going to break after, and BCH and LTC, different setups altogether due to their individual pumps. So, hope you all continue to do good things out there. I appreciate those of you who donated to the cause in yesterday's video. And as we head into this week, it's important to establish those game plans. Ideally, they've already been established, and we know what we're going to do on a bull break or on a bear break. We know which coins we're going to be looking at and focusing on. If we get a bull break, XRP definitely needs to be on the list for names that you keep an eye on because it was the initial move on this pump. And if we see the entire cryptocurrency space get follow through, then we're going to be looking for XRP to get follow through as well. The entire market cap chart is pretty much this chart right here. This is exactly what it looks like, and it's going to follow with what BTC does. So the entire market cap is either going to see money leave the space or money come into the space, depending on what this break does do. Let's check in on the Bitcoin shorts as we wrap it up. And there's not really any information here. I'm seeing indecision. I'm not gaining anything from this chart. So if we were extended in one direction or the other, it would be notable, but I don't find this chart useful right now. So I'm not going to pay much attention to it. If we see a big spike in shorts, that'll be notable. If we see a bunch of shorts cover, that'll be notable. But where we stand right now, not really notable. So another Iceland video here at the end of the video. And in this one, we are staying at an Airbnb, going to a geyser. We'll have the actual geyser and some boiling water in the next one. And that's that. Working on getting some content for an Instagram channel. Probably launch that in a week or two. And I hope you all are fantastic. See you tomorrow. Do good things.